What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Rob Murray again, back with the divisional matchups. All right, we have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Baltimore Ravens. I am joined by now two-time defending champion, really, Akeem Richins and Preston Penn, who we all know beat the Baltimore Ravens last week with Lamar Simmons, their representative. But now he is an AFC representative, still chasing along for the chance to get the Super Bowl trophy. How we doing, gentlemen?
Doing good, guys. How you doing?
Not bad at all, man. How y'all doing?
Hey, we doing well. Again, like I said, this is the divisional round matchup. I think weather dependent. All right, Lamar Jackson's already said he hopes it doesn't snow, but if it does, we're looking forward to a good matchup that I think will be decided whether or not it rains, sleet, or snow or not on the ground. All right, I think that's what we headed into. We've met our participants before, so we will forego our introductions and get right into our rules. If you've watched the show before, then you know we do 4 fast round questions where we pull all stats from data analytical sites, Pro Football Focus, Sharp Football Focus, Pro Football Reference, as well as the Football Outsiders and many others, all right? We quiz our participants on their stats about their opposing teams, all right? At the end of the 4 quarters, if we're tied, we go to XFL where we have 3 questions pegged out, and the degree of difficulty ranges for each one. So 1's usually a layup line, and if it's 3, then it's usually going to be a little harder. All right, we'll continue with it being the playoffs. We give our participants 1 time each half to steal a question. That means if one of the participants doesn't know the answer and the home team feels like he knows it and confident in it, he has the opportunity to steal that question and get the corresponding points. If at half we have a team that is up by 10 points, the losing participant at that point has the opportunity to kick an onside kick at the beginning of the 3rd quarter or the beginning of the 4th quarter. All right. And that question is the unbiased question about the matchup, a previous matchup between the 2 teams. All right. So again, if he gets it right, then he gets 7 points. But if he gets it wrong, unfortunately, the opponent will get the 7 points. All right. So those are the rules. Gentlemen, again, do we have any questions?
Nope. Let's do it.
Preston, as the AFC representative at this point for the Baltimore Ravens, you can decide whether or not you want to field the first question or the first to the second half.
I'm going to defer to the second half. I got a good defense.
There we go. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. As we saw last week, completely taking Derrick Henry out of the game, and I think would end up being an unfortunate demise of your original team, the Tennessee Titans. So, all right. Akeem with the first question. What's the game plan? All right, sir. So again, are we going to field goal or are we taking the touchdown?
We need points. Lamar Jackson don't play no games. We can't play around with him. Let's go for 7.
There it is, putting 7 up early. Here we go with your 7-point question in the first quarter. During the Ravens' current 6-game winning streak, the Baltimore Ravens are averaging 34.3 points per game while winning those games by an average of 16.3 points. In the first half of those games, according to TeamRankings.com, how many points are they averaging? Is it A, 24.3, B, 18.3, C, 15.4, or D, 20.6?
What's C again? I'm sorry.
C is 15.3.
And D is
20.6.
During those 3 games, they averaged D 20.6.
All right. Starting out the gate, Akeem is wrong. The answer is actually B, 18.3. In the first half of those games, they're averaging 18.3 games. They're outscoring their opponents by 73 points. All right. In those games, they put up 113 points total in the first half while holding their opponents to only 40. All right. So we're talking about a team that gets out early and usually sustains that lead throughout the second half with their run game. All right. So Akeem fails to put up any first quarter points. We're going to Preston here in the first quarter. So are we going for 3 points or are we going for 7?
I got Justin Tucker. You know my answer.
Field goes down the field. Here we go. Preston, your first quarter question for 3 points. According to Sharps football stats, the Buffalo Bills are averaging a 51% successful play rate when they run the ball. Which player has the highest running successful play rate percentage? Is it A, P.J. Yeldon, B, Isaiah McKenzie, C, Devin Singletary, or D, Josh Allen?
Ooh, yeah. I'm going to go Josh Allen.
Preston says D is the quarterback, Josh Allen. And you're right. He got Justin Tucker, ladies and gentlemen, because he is correct. D is the right answer. Josh Allen has a 63% successful play rate when running the ball, and he is averaging 5.3 yards per carry. All right. But really, you were really between him and Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary comes in at a 57% success rate. So we know they see a lot of single back, and Devin Singletary is a guy that usually runs it. But Josh Allen, prior to this year, was known as a running quarterback anyway. All right. So going into the second quarter here, Preston has a 3-0 lead back on Akeem to open up the second quarter. Sir, are we going for 3 points or a touchdown?
Seven points all the way. Seven. We going seven.
Hey, man, we just 7 it up. All right, we ain't
Oh
got
yeah,
time for
7
field
up.
goals. We ain't
7
got
up,
time
baby.
for field goal in Buffalo. Here we go. Your 7-point question in the second quarter. The Ravens' rushing attack, led by Lamar Jackson, leading 6.3 yards per carry, also lead the league with 191.19 yards per game. According to the Sharks football stats, what is their successful play rate when they run the ball? Is it A, 45%, B, 56%, C, 65%, or D, 51%?
C, 65%.
Akeem says C got to be the highest, right? Because they paired up the league. But unfortunately, he's wrong. The answer is, in fact, B, 56%. Yes, they have a 5.9 yards per carry and a 33% average first down rate. We know the Bills struggle with rushing defenses. They are allowing 119.5 yards per game. And it's no secret. We know what the Ravens are trying to do. You just have to stop it. All right, you just have to stop it. All right, going back to Preston, who has a 3-0 lead for your second quarter question, sir. What are we going to do?
Sending out Justin Tucker again. I feel good. He missed the one field goal in the Titans game, but I'm feeling good about it.
All right. Hey, the problem with field goals, though, you keep it a game. That's the one problem with field goals. So, but here we go. For your second quarter question for 3 points. According to teamrankings.com, which player on the Buffalo Bills team has the highest catch rate? Is it A, Stephon Diggs, B, Cole Beasley, C, Gabriel Davis, or D, Dawson Knox?
God, that is a tough one. Whew. I'm gonna go Cole Beasley.
All right, Preston says B, Cole Beasley. And just keep sending out Justin Tucker, because he is correct, ladies and gentlemen. Cole Beasley has a 78.1% catch rate. He has 82 receptions on the season for 967 yards, and he's averaged 11.8 yards per catch. If I'm to believe Marlon Humphrey is going to follow Stephon Diggs run the field, I can only imagine that Cole Beasley is going to see a lot of Marcus Peters on Sunday. All right. So headed into halftime here, we have a 6-0 lead for Preston. All right, as the AFC representative for the Baltimore Ravens, we will flip the field. Sir, so you field the first question in the third quarter. I can only assume that we're just going to keep this trend going with 3 points.
We're gonna go 3 points. Justin Tucker, he's getting that leg worked out today.
Here we go. Preston's going to continue to ride the Justin Tuck wave for 3 points. Here we go. The Bills have allowed 27 sacks on the season. Which offensive lineman, according to Pro Football Focus, has allowed the most sacks? Is it A, Deion Dawkins, B, Darrell Williams, C, Brian Winters, or D, Mitch Morse?
Who was the second one again?
Darrell Williams.
I think it was Darrell Williams.
All right, so Preston says B, Darrell Williams. And there's nothing wrong with being two for 3 so far, because he's absolutely wrong. That is not the correct answer. Before I give the correct answer, just want to see if Akeem wants to steal this question, or is he going to hold on to that?
I'm going to hold on to that.
There we go. All right, the correct answer is A, Deion Dawkins. He has gave up 6 sacks so far this season. Darrell Williams has only given up 2. All right, so going to Akeem here in the third quarter. Is he going to go for 3 points, or we just going to keep trying to go for 7? What are we doing?
I'm going for 7. I'm down a touchdown. I need a touchdown. Let's do it.
There we go, man. We ain't got time for these field goal games, man. All right,
Nah.
we're going to put some pressure back on Preston.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Your third quarter question. Pro Bowler Marlon Humphreys was the most targeted defender this year for the Baltimore Ravens, according to Pro Football Reference. Hits 106 targets were third most in the overall league. Only people that in front of him were Malcolm Brown and AJ Terrell for the Atlanta Falcons. They were the only two cornerbacks that were targeted more than Marlon Humphreys on the season. What completion percentage rate is he allowing in the season? Is it A, 70.5%, B, 58.8%, C, 61.3%, or D, 65.4%?
And the question is, what's the catch rate that he's allowing?
Completion percentage rate. So quarterback completion percentage rate is he allowing when he is the targeted defender?
I'm sorry, repeat it one more time.
So
The
when
answers?
the answers is
Yeah.
A, 70.5%, B, 58.8%, C, 61.3%, or D, 65.4%.
61.3%.
Team says C, 61.3%. He jumps on the board, takes a 7-6 lead, ladies and gentlemen. He is correct. Yes, he is. Marlon Humphreys is also only allowing 84.3 QBR. His other defender across from him is not bad at all as well. Marcus Peters is only allowing a 64.7% completion rate percentage and a 78.9 QBR. All right. So we talk a lot about those defenders right there. They not only do they defend, but they also have a total of 11 forced fumbles between the two of them on the season. All right. So not only will they defend, but they also get their hands dirty as well and create turnovers.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, so Akeem jumps out to a 7-6 lead here. Told Preston that those field goals could come back and bite him, but he still has an opportunity here to take the lead and put some pressure going on to the fourth. Third, are you going for a field goal or going for a touchdown?
Going field goal. Gotta stick with Old Faithful.
Got to stick with Old Faithful here. Here we go for a 9-7 lead in the fourth quarter. In the last two games, the Bills have allowed over 300 yards passing, a trend I don't expect to continue this upcoming week with the Baltimore Ravens. Which defender is giving up the most yards when targeted? Is it A, Tre'Davious White, B, Tremaine Edmonds, C, Levi Wallace, D, Micah Hyde?
I'm thinking Levi Wallace.
Preston says C, Levi Wallace. And unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, he is wrong. The answer is B, Tremaine Edmonds. He has given up 12.6 yards per completion and 8.5 yards when he is targeted. All right. So he is giving up the most yards, unfortunately, of those defenders laid out. All right. But the game is not over. Preston still can steal this last question in the event that Akeem gets it wrong and potentially win this game. So here we go, sir, with the 7-6 lead. Are you gonna go for field goal or touchdown?
I like to do things in impressive fashion. So let's go for the touchdown.
There we go. Let's put the game away, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Justin Tucker. Funny, the last question is about Justin Tucker. Here we go.
Of course.
Justin Tucker is arguably not only the best kicker in the league, but also the most clutch. In games between 0 to 14 points, he is 100% on all his field goals. On the season, he is 26 for 29. What is his field goal percentage in kicks over 40 yards or more? Is it A, 85.7%, B, 91.3%, C, 82.9%, or D, 88.66%?
Over 40 yards?
Over 40 yards or more.
D, 88.6%.
So D is 89.6%.
89 . Yep.
Okay, so Akeem says D, 89.6%, and he is wrong, ladies and gentlemen. That is not the correct answer. So with a 7-6 lead here to steal the game, Preston, do you have the option? Do you need to hear him again?
Yeah, I need to hear the first three. Yeah.
So is A, 85.7%, B, 91.3%, C, 82.9%?
I'm going to go B.
Preston says B, 91.3%. And Akeem is moving on, ladies and gentlemen, because the answer is, in fact, A. 85.7%. Over kicks 40 above, anywhere between 40 to 49. He is a perfect 9 for 9 He has only missed 2 of his 3 missed kicks have been once he's kicked over 50 yards. All right. And another note, all 3 of his missed kicks, I mean, I told you he was 26 for 29. All 3 of his missed kicks have been
50.
on turf field. And that is what the Bills have. All right. So the Bills play on turf,
Oh.
and all 3 of his missed kicks this season have been on turf field, not grass. All right. So don't know if that means anything, but who knows?
We'll find out Saturday.
We will find out
Absolutely.
exactly.
Cannot
So,
wait.
in a very impressive game, a 7-6 victory. Akeem moves on again. Sir, the floor is yours for a victory speech.
Yeah, man. I don't know what it is about me in the second half. I seem to come alive in the second half. I never score any first half points, but I make it happen in the second half. Once again, Preston, I appreciate you for coming on, man. I appreciate your knowledge. What you showed was amazing earlier, and I really appreciate you, man. And hopefully we could do something in the future. Once again, Akeem Richins. I'm the co-founder of Built in Buffalo. We cover everything Buffalo Bills related. So please, if you haven't given us a follow already, please give us a follow. Built in Buffalo. Rob Murray, appreciate you, brother.
As always, man, Preston, I appreciate you representing the Baltimore Ravens this week. So, sir, if you can give us a quick score prediction on your thought. I know it's not your team, but you did a great job representing them today.
Appreciate it, guys. So with the score, I think it's going to be a little higher scoring than people think it's going to be because 2 good defenses. So why wouldn't it be high scoring, right? I mean, everybody tends to get that wrong. Whenever they say it's going to be under, it's going to hit the over. So I would say, gosh, this is tough. This is tough. I mean, this is real tough. Baltimore 27, Buffalo 24.
Oh, okay. So not only is he representing them, but he picks them to win the game. How about yourself, Akeem?
You know, it's a real tough matchup for our Buffalo Bills. Our offense is going to have to play out of their minds. The defense is going to have to play disciplined football. But I believe we're capable. And because I believe we're capable, I believe our offense has something to prove. And I think the consensus is around the circles is that Buffalo is going to lose this game. So I think the first time in a long time, we're going to see a 13-3 team shock the world. 31-27 Buffalo over Baltimore.
I like it. I like it. So I don't have a team in this race. My team, unfortunately, was knocked out of the playoffs last week. So I just want another exciting game and an injury-free game at this point, guys. Again, Akeem, you move on one step closer to representing the AFC, potentially in the Super Bowl and getting that big Super Bowl trophy. All right. Again, guys, with a 7-6 win, the Buffalo Bills move on. Hopefully, let's see if they can do that on Saturday night. I believe the game is Saturday night. All right. I am Rob Murray. This is another episode of What's the Game Plan? Thanks for watching.
Perfect.